Today I have Noreen with me, and Noreen is very classy, gorgeous woman, has the most darling haircut, and when we get done with the cut, she has brought her products and stuff. I want her to give an insight of how she styles her hair, because you see how I style hair. So I will dry it and then we'll go from there. So yeah, that will be exciting, something new and fun. All right, so I wanted to show you guys, if anybody has calyx, have you guys dealt with calyx? I'm sure you have. She has a swirl. So right here it starts growing this way. Over here, you can literally see that it kind of swirls up. Okay, so a good cut for her is an undercut, okay? We're gonna bring it, we've done her undercut before, but we didn't go high enough. So you can see I did the undercut to about here last time. We're gonna go up about 3/4 of an inch higher. And I think that will be good. Before it wasn't as noticeable, the undercut, but I think going a little higher will help that. Okay, so you can see you can clip it up, whatever you want to do, just to make sure that it's even to where we are going to take the clippers up to. All right, I'm gonna clip this up because of the cute little cowlick. Do we call him cute?
After you cut it off, yes.
Yes, after we cut it off, yes, then we can call it cute. Okay, all right, so now what we're gonna do, this is the number 6 guard. You're gonna take all this hair off. If you want a dramatic undercut, then you'll probably want to go, you know, a smaller number. The bigger the number, the longer it is. Or the higher the number, I guess I should say. It's not bigger, right? It's higher. Something like that. Okay, so you can see it grows this way. So you always want to go against the way that the hair grows. That way you'll get all the little hairs that are poking up differently. Yeah, it'll be easier for her to style too, to just get a little bit more of this gone down here. Okay, so I'm just going straight across because it grows this way. So I'm going straight across to take that hair off. And of course you can go back and forth just to make sure that you get all the little hairs. Okay, now what we'll do is take the comb. We're just going to blunt this off, clean this up. And I love when we style her hair, she likes it off of her forehead and away from her face, and I love that. So up here I'm just cleaning this up a tiny bit, you guys, because sometimes, like with the higher number, it's hard to get up close to that line. So if you have any hairs that are a little bit longer, I just like to kind of clean these up around the edges. I went to school with Noreen's daughter, so yeah, she lives in St. George, and she's awesome also. Okay, now, just gonna make sure this is nice and clean. Awesome. Okay, Noreen, how long is it filling on top? Are you feeling like you need a lot up here?
Just the usual.
Just the usual. Okay, so here we go. That's what's awesome about getting to know your client's hair. So she's usually about this short. So we're just gonna go down to that. And I'm gonna come straight across here, and I'm holding this up because I want this part to fall long, okay? And it's not gonna fall long because she has short hair, but I'm just saying, just so it has more weight here to pull this, so it's more of a dramatic, you know what I mean? So you can see that line there on the undercut.
And then usually on the left side right here, we go a little bit shorter where it's not really a part, but it's just to
get that volume through that area. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, so that's the thing too. If you're not wanting it, you know, cut super short, right here where she lifts this, we go a tiny bit shorter just so it lifts and easier to style. Just in that part.
because my hair is a fine texture.
What's that?
Because the hair is kind of fine.
Yes, her texture is fine for sure. She does have a lot of it, but it is fine. And so yes, I'm glad that you brought that up. And just so you know, in fact, she can even tell you guys. So she's like, the older I've gotten, her hair's drier, all the things. So before I even cut this, she put some oil in it, some coconut oil. And I'll show you that, or she can show you that even. It's a coconut oil from DoTerra. So yeah, it'll be fun to see how she does it. Every time I see her, it's super darling. So glad she brought her stuff.
And it's easy.
See, easy
I
as...
don't take a lot of time with it.
That's perfect. So right here, you guys, in this area, right through here is where I've come a little bit shorter. Yes, there's so many people out there saying, yes, I want easy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I'm taking this straight out and trimming this up. She does like it longer around her face here to piece out, and she does like it over her ear. But we are trimming that, obviously. So, and over her ear, she doesn't like it cut up over, but she likes the hair over.
That's to camouflage your ears because they keep growing as you get older.
I love it.
I thought it was just all men, but it's women too.
Oh my gosh, that's great. So yeah, see, if the ears are growing, you just keep that hair over. She got it down. Oh, that's darling. Okay, we're just gonna trim these up. Okay, bring it over the ear, trim that up. Obviously, over the ear and things like that, I am not taking, you know, that much. We're just trimming. We're not taking as much as we did on the top.
And it's not blunt, it's kind of feathered a little bit, so it...
Yes, I love that. Feathered, airy fringe. Like, this is more, in fact, I'm glad that you brought that up because her hair is, I don't know, yeah, it's just fringy, textured, yeah, feathered, like all those words, such good words for her cut. And you can see I'm just holding the hair up and I'm just taking little sections and I'm just doing this. That's gonna give it just different lengths and texture. And that's just with the shears, okay? Obviously you don't wanna take like huge chunks, or you're not gonna like, you're barely moving the shears, okay? And that just takes a little bit of that length off. And then I am gonna come through here. I am going to texture. This helps it stand up, which we love her hair to do. And if I need to texture also some of the back area, where the undercut is, we can, but she kind of likes that more blunt looking here. I guess I could turn her more blunt looking here where this hair ends, where the hair is cut underneath. So I'm not going to do a ton of texture right there for now, but quite a bit through this area because she just likes to stand this up. And I love the look on her with the bangs off of her forehead. And then, Noreen, when we're done, if you feel like your sides need to be shorter, then we can totally check that out.
Okay.
But I always like to leave them longer, especially where she likes them longer. I like to leave them longer. I'm gonna just get this out of here. Just so we have something to work with after. Okay, I'm going to show you how to fringe this front out. Okay, you're going to start up into here, and you're going to open and shut your shears. Take different sections. This is so it doesn't get too heavy through this area, especially where we just trim. You still, even though you're trimming, you still want to take hair like up in, so it doesn't just start getting heavy as you just trim it. Because you can see if I didn't take some of this hair out, how it could just start getting thick here, especially when we just pull it out and we trim it, it can start getting thick. So we just take a little bit more out of there just to get that a little more piecey. Okay, so you can see, I should have showed you in the beginning. So that's still falling a little bit. So I'm just gonna texture right here a tiny bit. But that is another key, is if you have enough texture and you do this, your hair will stand up. If it's still not enough texture, it's probably gonna kind of lay flat and fall. Okay, all right, so what I'm gonna do is, Noreen, we are going to have her show you what she puts in it, and then I'll dry it, and then she'll finish styling it. Okay, so what did you...
Hand me the towel, please.
Okay.
I can wipe off my face.
Oh, yes, gotta wipe off the face first. That's for sure. So this is the oil she had put in from doTerra. This is the coconut oil, right?
Yes, so my hair, this is my natural color. It's not a chemical color. And when I was younger, my skin was more towards oily, and my hair also. But the gray hair is really much drier. So, let me just fill it. I think that's okay. I used to put just regular coconut oil, and then one day I tried the doTerra how do you say that?
Fractionated
Yes.
coconut oil.
It's just a little bit lighter.
Oh, that's nice, so it won't weigh your hair down.
Yeah, and then I found this one that's a coconut oil mix. I think these were just from Walmart. And
okay, so she's just sprayed that one in.
this one is argan. And then give me some of your,
The mousse.
yep, just a little bit.
Okay,
A little
a
bit.
little more.
Yeah. So because my hair is so fine, it's more of controlling where it's going.
So do you see that, you guys? Sorry, I'm gonna turn you. She's grabbing a little bit. Instead of rubbing it in her hand, she grabs some, puts it in, takes it to a different section. So that's fun to see also, how she puts that in. But see how she's rubbing that through and making sure all of that is in there good. This is the other oil that she put in.
So for me, it's trying to control how much I get into it because it is finer. If I get too much, then it...
Okay, so she's saying if she gets too much product in it, then it's limp, or too heavy. So she likes to take and put the product in right where it needs to be. So her back here, we're gonna dry this down. gorgeous natural way that it makes her hair fun. I'm gonna just turn this on low so it's more controlled. And then so her sides come forward. And then what I'm gonna do back here, just to make this more stand out more for this undercut, is just round brush this a little bit. And then I wanted to show you guys also that, you know, see how this is a little longer here, so that undercut, so it comes over it. That's why I held all the hair straight up, and that's why this is short and that's a little bit longer, okay? Because it is all cut straight up. And this way she can feel if there's any, you know, if it needs to be shorter anywhere. But yeah, her hair texture is absolutely, especially for this style. If you have wavy hair, this style is so phenomenal for your, like off the forehead, for this cute curl that she has. Okay, so do you want to feel around and make sure?
Nope. I think that's okay.
About right.
I think this side is just a little bit longer.
Okay, perfect. Let's
thicker.
make sure.
That one side always.
Always thicker, her left side. So I'm gonna, before I take length, I'm gonna just kind of chunk this out a little bit. Just because it is thicker every time. My mom and I, our left side's thicker too. It's the craziest thing. Okay, let's make sure. So a tiny bit right here with length. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys. So this is coming down, but there's a tiny bit longer right here, which it's kind of hard probably for you guys to see because her color blends pretty good there. But anyway, I just wanted to show you, needed to take a little off there. Okay, so now what we'll do is I'm going to have her, just going to get that hair off of her. And you can just, I can push you up or you can
So now
stand
to
and
feel
do it.
that it's soft, whereas gray usually is kind of a wiry feel to it.
Yeah, it's really soft, you guys. I wish you could feel it.
then-
And it gives that shine. You can
Yeah.
see that it gives that shine.
So now I've found this other one. Let me open it up. So this one gives just a little bit more shine, but it kind of gives it some body too.
So this one I'm gonna show you guys. So you can see she rubbed it in her hands and now she's rubbing it all over. So she's doing a little more. So you probably just get to feel how much you need.
Yeah, usually the first is enough to do the sides and a little bit more for the back.
Oh, okay.
But now see, feel how it kind of gives it texture.
Yeah, it does give
And
it
it's
texture.
all-
But yet it's still soft.
Yeah, and then what's your paste?
Oh, yep, the paste right here.
Okay. And you always get like a big gob out, but when I'm home, I just, again, to control it, I put a little bit.
So did you see that? She's just tapping her fingertips. Will you show them how much you get?
Not much. That was a little extra.
So see, now she's just grabbing at little pieces. So instead of putting it all in her hand, she just does it with her 3 fingers, and then she kind of grabs at each piece.
So again, it's just me controlling how much I get into it, because I've tried it your way and it doesn't work.
Right, but that's why I'm glad you're showing people, because if they're frustrated and can't get it to work, maybe the 3 fingers and just kind of going through it.
Okay. And then again, for control.
So she sprayed her hand, she's rubbing it in.
I got my hand. Okay, I'll let you finish me.
That's so fun. Okay, all right, we will finish. Thank you so much for showing them. I'm gonna turn her around. Sorry, I'm taking you for a ride here. I'm just gonna back comb this up a little bit. Oh, that undercut looks so much better up further. It looks way good.
And can you feel the difference in the texture from those products?
Yes. In fact, I'm glad that she brought this up, and I'm glad that she brought them. I literally can tell the difference. So it's soft, but yet it's not so soft that it won't style, because she put that other, this one in, and it gives it texture. It looks like an oil, but it gives it texture. But then when she added the paste, and then that hairspray, it's wonderful. Okay, and then I'm just gonna back comb her sides a little. Thank you for showing us.
You're welcome.
That's super nice.
And it seems like the oil, the hair absorbs it. So not very often on my second day after I wash and style it, I don't need to put extra oil, the last oil on it. But like this morning I did. So this morning I came out with 3 days out.
So I love that. So she can go 3 days. And will you explain to him what you do when you wake up to style it again?
Oh, I blow it with the hairdryer, and that gives it volume, and it just warms everything up. And
then you just, so she puts the warmth on it with the blow dryer, and then she just places it back into place. And she can go 3 days. And like she said, if you didn't hear that, she can, she puts more oil in the first. But then the second and third day, she doesn't need as much oil. So you just obviously probably get to just learn that with your own hair. Okay, this is so darling. I'm going to turn her around so you guys can see this undercut. And like I said, she has a number 6, so it's not as noticeable as far as like short and then the undercut with the long over it. But it is so darling. And so thanks for letting us show everybody, and thanks for showing us how you do your product. And hopefully that helps you guys. I just want you guys to get the best education you can out there, the little tips and tricks for everybody's ways. So if you have ways or ways that you do things, let us know. We would love to try them out. So I hope you guys have a phenomenal day. Thanks again for letting us show your haircut, and have a good one. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.